Right. So one of the issues with AI content and using AI to generate SEO optimized content is that the content is bland, right? It's not brand tailored. And what I mean by this is that you cannot use ChatGPT to write content that's tailored to your brand, using your brand's tone of voice, your brand's mannerisms, your own brand's images, and you just can't, right? I'm going to show you a way in which you can use and leverage AI, and specifically this tool called Journalist AI, to do so, right? You just go here and go to knowledge base, up here, this little brain, and you create new knowledge base. Let's call this my brand, right? 111. Create new knowledge base. Now I can go here to this my brand that I created, and I can upload assets, right? And an asset can be anything I want. So what you're doing here is you're connecting, right, your brand, which has a multitude of assets, right, your knowledge base, which has your website as an asset, your brand asset, some PDF documents could be brand assets, for example, text documents, even audio documents, right? Your LinkedIn page, right? All of these are brand assets, right? And what you're doing when you're connecting and creating these knowledge bases, you're connecting this AI with your brand. So the AI is learning, right? It's learning how you speak with your customers, how you're perceived amongst all of your competitors, right? How your brand speaks, the tone of voice, the mannerisms, the images, all that. And it's able to produce non-generic brand tailored content, right? It's super, super powerful. Just go here again, add asset. As of now, you can just add plain text, PDF documents, or your site, right? And the more assets you add, the more you let the AI learn about your brand, the better the output of the content will be, right? And it's amazing. Let me just show you here one article that I've generated. Now, this isn't with a brand in specific. It's just for the dog grooming niche, because this works for any niche, right? And this AI is able to create content-rich and feature-rich articles, right? With in-article featured images, tables of contents, right? Proper content structuring right here with in-article images, bullets, tables, quotes, in-article videos that are relevant to what the content is about. For example, this article is about golden retriever dog grooming. And of course, this video is about grooming a golden retriever. So not just some random video, right? Again, if you keep on scrolling down, there's links here. For example, this is a link for, with the anchor text, clip the nails. And if you just go here, this is an external link. It links out to this article that talks about clipping or trimming your dog's nails, right? Again, if you keep on skimming through this, there's bullets, tables, quotes, internal links, the internal links being links, for example, let's say my site was dogs.com, right? There's going to be links here scattered throughout, linking out to my sites, other blog posts of mine, my homepage, maybe even my contacts page. Those are internal links. This one will be an external link, right? All this done automatically for you. Again, you can keep on scrolling down here, and you see this all done with AI. There's even a conclusion down here and an FAQ, right? All this done with AI automatically, right? I can just click here to post it straight to my integration. Again, my integration can be anything I want. It could be my WordPress site, can be my Shopify blog store, my Ghost Weeks webflow site blogger, or even Zapier or an external API if you want, right? And to do so, just go here to generate articles and you fill all this in, right? This is the input, right? Instead of using ChatGPT, right? This is the input you give it. And the reason why it's a lot of step right here is because the better the input, the better the output, right? And we can start from the whole bottom, right? I can just select how many articles I want. Let's do 300, right? Now I go from top to bottom, right? Do I want videos in my articles? If I do, I just enable this, right? If I want custom videos, just add them here, right? But if I want automatic videos, I just enable this. And what this does is when we are writing the article, right? We write the article, then we'll go on YouTube and find, okay, what's the most relevant video we can find to place in the article, right? And then after that, right, where's the best place in the article to add the video to, right? Because the videos are not added in random places, right? Just enable this. Images, do you want images in your articles, right? What type of images you want? Do you want stock photos, Google images, custom images, so your own brand's images? Or do you want AI-based images? If you do choose AI-based images, you can select some prompts here, make them look hyper-realistic, illustrative, black and white. You can play around with this. You can disable, of course, featured images, in-article images. And then here, the internal and external linking. This is, again, where you can add external and internal links to your article. So external linking, just go here and enable this, right? There's a bunch more advanced settings, which I won't cover right now. But essentially what this does is we write the article and then we'll scrape the internet for relevant articles in your niche and language. So again, write the article. Let's say this is an article about finance, for example, right? And we're going to add links scattered throughout it, right? These links are going to be linking out to maybe Bloomberg, right? Maybe, for example, TechCrunch, maybe Investopedia, right? All these authoritative publications in your niche. And none of this is going to be random. For example, let's say if this paragraph talks about the best stocks to buy in 2024, right? The sentence and the anchor text, right, where the link is included, the article it links out to, it's never going to link out to an article that talks about, for example, dog grooming, right? Linking out to an article that talks about stocks, right? All these, there's relevancy in the links we link out to, right? Same thing for internal linking, right? Linking out to other pages on your site. Let's say my site, for example, is this one right here, right? You can add my sitemap and preview the links, right? These are all the pages on my site, right? Some blog posts, some pages right here, right? If we add this, right, the AI will, in your article, of course, again, add some links scattered throughout it, and these links will link out to any of these pages right here. Again, to my homepage, maybe to some blog posts of mine, maybe to, for example, I don't know, this page right here, dog spa, link out to dog spa right here. And again, not in a random way. For example, if this paragraph talks about dog grooming and dog bathing, and then it mentions spa for some reason, we make sure to add the link to the dog spa. So again, now this is placed forcefully in here, right? All this makes sense and it's carefully crafted. So it's super cool right here. You can play around with this. You can also set a couple of rules right here, which I won't go over right now. Then structure, you can even add custom calls to action, right? For example, if you have a Shopify store and you're selling dog grooming products, or for example, dog grooming products, if you add here your Shopify store link, we're going to add a custom paragraph to the bottom of the article with a straight call to action with a link to your Shopify store. Super, super cool. And this works for products, services, for anything, any single thing. You can disable all these sections, so FAQs, conclusions, FAQs, right? You can select the article length, which is pretty cool. Then if you go here to formatting, right, you can enable and disable bold words, italics, tables, quotes. And here in the knowledge is again where you add your knowledge base. If you create a knowledge base right here, if you add assets to your knowledge base, here's where you select it, right? And again, if you select one right here, the content that's produced is going to be produced based around your brand, with your own brand's mannerisms, tone of voice, and all that. Super, super powerful. Now, if you want to go a step further, you just click here, connect this to the web, and you're you're able to generate up-to-date content, which is super, super powerful, right? You're connecting live to the web to be able to generate content that's up-to-date, right? And this, depending on the niche, could be very important. Then here in content, you can select the language. You can select from over 150 different languages, which is quite powerful, right? Excuse me. If you're targeting international markets, right? For example, if you have a Shopify store and you're targeting the whole of Europe, different countries in Europe, right? You can have different blogs running for all the different countries in the dedicated language. Super, super powerful. And oftentimes these international markets have lower competition, so it's quite easier to rank on them. And you can also select the target country, and this will depend, right? If you're producing content in English, you might be just targeting the United Kingdom, right? And there's some specifics that for certain niches where you might want to speak in English and write the content in English, but because you're writing for the UK, you might want to select this because this will influence the places we link out to, right? The mentions we make. So it's super important to choose the target country. You can also select the creativity levels. You can play around with this depending on how you want your brand to be perceived. You can change the tone of voice, funny, informal, academic. Right? You can play around with this. Point of view, right? You can play around with this as well. You can even add custom instructions to make it a bit more to change a bit of the tone, right? And also, finally here, the base, you can choose the generation mode. You can generate the articles based on the description, if you have the description here, or based on titles, right? You can add all your titles right here, right? Or based on keywords, right? Now, on top of that, you see here the keyword monitor right here. You can generate articles based on keyword research that you do inside of this tool. So if you go here to keyword monitors, and I'm just not going to add a new one, I'm just show you this one right here. I just added my site here. This is not my site, just an example site. Added a country, added a language, and it gave me a lot of keywords with some decent monthly search volumes, right? And some low SEO difficulties, right? And I can just have the AI take these keywords, right? And produce content around the keywords that it found. I just go here to generate articles again. As such, I fill all this in, right? I go here, keyword monitor, and just select the one that I chose. So you can have essentially the AI generate content based on the keywords. So essentially what you're doing is you're connecting the AI with, actually before that, because you can even take it a step further, because I showed you right here, the article. You can just go here and view the article and publish it to your site, but this is all manually. What if you wanted to automate the whole process? You can go here to autoblogs, right? New autoblog, and you can have this AI produce, right, however many articles you want, and post them every month, week, day, or 12 or 6 hours. You can play around with this, right? So essentially what you're doing is you're connecting the AI, right, with your site. This is your website right here. And the AI is doing the keyword research for you, right? It's finding the best target, then doing the content generation, right? Then doing the content publishing. Now, for that, right, after they're published, you can also do the content indexing. If you go here to indexers, you can set up an indexer so that every time an article is posted to your site, you automatically send it to Google so it can be indexed faster. Now, on top of that, something more is that once they're published, you can go here to social media, right? As such, you can have all these articles be syndicated to your social media platforms, to your LinkedIn page, your branded LinkedIn page, to your Pinterest, to your X, which was Twitter before, to your Facebook page. All this done automatically for you on autopilot. So it's super, super powerful what you can do with this. But again, point of this video was to show you that this little feature right here, the knowledge-based feature, which allows you, to produce brand-tailored, non-generic AI content, which is super powerful. So I'll leave a link for this in the description. You can try it out if you want. Let me know if you like it. If you don't like it, let me know as well. Hopefully this was valuable, and hopefully you find this valuable. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.